Hello, it's Average Row, and welcome back to God of War. So if you notice, we are back inside Tyr's vault, and that's because I want to get this rune chest that I completely forgot about. I think I mentioned it a couple episodes ago. When we were here originally, I broke a rune to it, and then I just completely forgot about it, so I want to make sure I get that before moving on. So let me go ahead and look for these runes, and I will say that we are continuing with the journey as soon as I open this chest. I'm not quite sure where to start looking. I don't even remember where I originally got one of the runes, but we're just going to take a quick look around. This chest, I don't believe this was here. I think this might have popped up after we solved the puzzle in this room, which I think was the one where we almost drowned. We got a rare enchantment here. Increase all burn damage inflicted by 15%. That's pretty dope. I'll remember to put that on in a second here, but I kind of just want to stay focused on finding these runes. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I really just have to sweep every single room I can and make sure that I see them, but again, there's just so much junk in here. Hold on a second. I don't remember this puzzle. I could have swore there was only two. Yeah, we did that one, and then the one with the spinny wheels. So wait, where is it? Oh, over here. Did this just like open up or something? Oh no, here's the chest. Okay, cool. So this is the chest that we're looking for. Yeah, I just remember that we never really found it. Oh, snap. There's one right here. Pretty convenient. Alright, and there's one more now. I think the R was somewhere in here. So the last one's got to be close by. If the K was here and the R was in this room, something tells me we are right on top of it somewhere. Maybe we'll see it by going backwards like we did in the last one. Definitely touched the blades there, but I guess it didn't register. See, there's so much blue everywhere, you know what I mean? That's what I mainly look for when looking for these runes. It's just like a hint of blue, but there's just blue everywhere. Man, you know, I'm thinking it's maybe outside towards, oh, what's this? Did we look at this already? This looks like...
Ah, a skiing dew from my homeland. Used to have one of my own back in the day. You should take it, boy.
Yes, boy. Take it. We might need to butter bread somewhere in our trap.
This is why no one likes you.
Hold on now. I do not recognize this area either. Okay, looks like it's just housing a chest. That's fine. Thought it might have been the last rune, but oh well. What do we got? More resources. Just make sure I don't miss anything. Did I really miss all of these like side runes last time I was here? That's pretty careless of me if that's the case. See, and that's why I'm always worried about like advancing the story before making sure we clear everything out in the areas that we visit. You know, because you never know what you're gonna miss. See, and here's another thing. Dang, dude. I did not do a good job of clearing this out. You know, knowing me, I've probably ran past it like 5 times and just missed it. Alright guys, I might have to do some sort of time skip here again because I have no clue where this last one is. I've been looking for a while now. And I definitely want to get back on the journey soon, so I will see you all once I finally find this. I found it. It took a while, but I found it. And let me tell you, it is one of the stupidest, if not the stupidest hiding spots for one of these things that I have seen to date in this game. So the K1 was here, right? Like, I said that one was tough. I don't even remember me saying that, but I thought I was like super lucky to find that one. But this one takes the cake. This is the last one. I haven't gotten it yet. I'll show you. It's right here. Boom, right there. Like, are you kidding me? That is so, like, not cool. Because, like, at least this one, it's hard to, you only see it, like, half the time, right? Because when the thing's out, that's when you see it. And then when it's covered, you can't see it. But at least it's at eye level, you know what I mean? But this last one, it takes that being hidden inside a puzzle, and it puts, you can only see it if you're looking right up there at the perfect time, you know what I mean? But oh well, we found it. We can move on with our lives. Yeah, it's over here. Again, I don't think it's gonna be anything, but like, I don't think it's gonna get us any upgrade just yet. But at least it's progress, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Hopefully it's health. What the hell was that? Are you serious? Dude, I just spent like 15 minutes looking for that last one, hoping to get another upgrade to our health. Wow, I don't even know what that was. It was like a symbol of frenzy. Like, what is that? Like, I mean, maybe it's useful, I don't know, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any uses for that. Are we maxed out on rage and health? Like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, that'd be a pretty cool accomplishment. You know, it's not like I thought the health bar was gonna go like across the screen, but you know, I thought maybe we had another health upgrade in us, but maybe we have max health and max rage. You know, I could get max rage because we have those 2 bars, like those 2 even bars now, but I was hoping maybe we get a little bit more health, but I mean, maybe we got them all. I don't know. Whatever, we got it. We can move on with our lives. We'll see if we're maxed out or not eventually. But yeah. Oh well. All right. Let's go continue this journey finally, and see what the secret that Mimir is gonna help us find out is. All right, guys. So we are outside the Lake of Nine, at the big circular area of Tyr's Temple. As you see, we are 30 meters away from the journey marker. But before I move on, I wanted to take this time to kind of share a tradition that I have, a gaming tradition that I have. I don't think I've told anyone about it, but it only happens when I play these big, highly acclaimed story-based games. You know, like obviously God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted, or even games like Undertale that are very much focused on the narrative. When I feel like I've gotten to about the halfway mark in a story-based game, I like to predict who will live and who will die. And I don't do that at the beginning because obviously you don't know enough about the characters or the story. And if you wait too long to the end, it almost becomes a little too easy to predict. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like the halfway mark, because any early deaths get out of the way. You know what I mean? So like the halfway mark, it kind of gets rid of any potential deaths that would be a waste of time predicting in the first place because they just happen so soon. So I've said in a lot of episodes recently that I do feel like we've kind of passed the halfway mark. So, you know, maybe this will be like a thing on my channel where when I play a story-based game and I feel like I've gotten to the halfway point or a little past the halfway point, I'll share my predictions with you all. And if you've played the game already, you'll be able to like laugh at who I think is gonna die or who I think is gonna live. And if you haven't played the game and you're kind of experienced the game for the first time through me, you'll be able to kind of share and compare your opinions with my own. Or your predictions with my own. So let's just go ahead and list our main characters. And interestingly enough, I feel like there aren't that many main characters in this game so far. You know what I mean? We obviously have Kratos and Atreus, and then we see little Mimir, and the 2 Dwarven Bros, and Freya. Those are pretty much the only good guys. And Faye has been mentioned, you know, but she's dead, obviously. And we did kind of, I don't want to say communicate, because that would involve like that would imply a dialogue happened, but in Helheim we had that flashback where we kind of had some sort of moment with Faye or something. At least that's kind of what I felt. But other than that, the only other main characters that, you know, were actually named that we met were Magni and Modi, who again have both died, so those were 2 early deaths that happened, and Balder, who we thought died, but has come back and is still lurking about. And then other characters that have been mentioned by name only that at least I think are still alive are Odin, Thor, and yeah, that's it. Tyr's dead. The giants are all gone, at least the ones that we've heard about. Maybe, you know what, let's include the world serpent too. We can't really see him here. Yeah, let's include him in the predictions too. So obviously, let's go ahead and just start with our main character, and that's Kratos. That's a tough one. This is gonna suck starting it off this way, but I can't honestly choose. You could go either way. You know, you could predict that he will die and kind of pass the torch. You know, have that type of situation where they pass the torch on to someone they've been training the entire game, i.e., our son Atreus, and our death solidifies our trainees' transition into adulthood, or in this case, godhood. You know what I mean? So we could have that happen. Or we could say he lives just because, you know, he's an iconic video game character, and you don't kill an iconic video game character that easily. You know, you bring him back for one game after the iconic trilogy in the previous generation just to kill him off at the end. You know, so you could argue it both ways. So again, I hate to start it off this way, but I'm gonna leave Kratos up to a maybe. So let's move on to Atreus. Now, Atreus might be even harder because here's the thing, guys. He is quite the wild card, especially now at this point in the story, because we just got past that little blip of him being like a complete jerk, you know. So he has a lot of untapped power, and from a narrative standpoint, that presents itself as just a lot of unknowns. Like, it's really hard to predict where his journey is gonna end. But I am willing to say that Atreus is gonna live, mainly because he is he's a child, for one, and I just can't see how they're gonna make him die. You know what I mean? I don't understand like how that would work. I think we have to have some sort of resolution to Atreus' story that doesn't involve him dying, because he's grown so much and he's continuing to grow throughout this game. I think it would be a waste to have him die. So I'm gonna say Atreus is a solid survives. So Kratos and Atreus are our top tier characters in the sense of narrative. Like, they are our main focus of the story, obviously. So one step below, I would say we have Freya. Freya is, she's got the most history behind her character that's been explored, and she obviously has plenty of lines and has played a huge part in the story up until this point. So I feel like she's the third biggest character, and she is also super tough to predict if she's going to die or not. I know I keep saying this for every single character. Obviously, it's hard, but I'm going to put my cards down and say Freya's going to bite the dust, and here's why. I just get the feeling that they're kind of setting up for her death. You know, she's that type of character who is kind of past her former glory. You know, she used to be like the Vanir goddess, you know, and married to Odin and blah, blah, blah. And she's played a huge part in the story that took place before the game started. You know what I mean? Like, we've had to learn a lot about her history. So a lot of her development has happened off screen. You know what I mean? And, you know, she's helped us so much. We wouldn't have gotten this far in the journey if it wasn't for her. And I could just see her, like, making a sacrifice or something to kind of give us one last push to complete the journey. I get the same kind of feeling with Freya that I do with Iron Man in the MCU, towards the end of the MCU, where, you know, he's just kind of past his prime and is really powerful. And for a while, he's kind of just been helping other characters. So you compare that to Freya. You know, she used to be like the Vanir goddess. You know, she's really powerful, but she's past her prime. She doesn't really have much left in life, other than really helping us on our journey. You know, she's already lost her son. She's lost her family, lost all her friends. She's all alone. You know, there's not much else to explore there. So I really feel like her relationship with us, with Kratos and Atreus, is all that she has left of value. And when our journey comes to an end, I feel like her life will either end there or maybe a little bit before. So I don't know. I just get the feeling Freya's going to bite the dust. So I'm going to give Freya a hard dies. We're just going to keep going with the good guys. Let's just go with Mimir. Again, I'm going to give a hard dies. I hate to say that these characters I love, like Freya and Mimir, are going to die. But I just got the feeling, you know, he's already ahead. Like, he's technically already died in the game. He already got, like, sucker punched or sucker kicked by Baldur. a couple episodes ago.
Baldur, let him go. Take me instead. I'll do whatever you...
No, no, no. That might be them kind of like teasing you, like, yeah, Mimir, just because he's, you know, technically just part of your armor or your outfit, he's still very much his own character, which means he's still very much vulnerable to dying. You know what I mean? So it's really just because he's that vulnerable. He's literally just a head, and Kratos, you know, he can't protect him, you know, he can't protect him forever. You know what I mean? So it's like if he were to survive, like, would he just live the rest of his life as a head rolling around? Like, that wouldn't be much of a quality of life, especially for someone like Mimir. You know, I feel like he would deserve so much more than that. So once this journey is over, you know, Mimir's quality of life just won't be as good as it was before. And I don't feel like his death will be violent now that I think about it. He'll probably just have like a peaceful passing into Valhalla, you know, because it's like, yeah, why would they make it gory? Like, he's just a head. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god. If I have to watch Mimir get squished, I will be pissed. I will be so pissed. That'd be like showing a puppy getting killed in your game. You know, it's just not cool. You know, Mimir's already just so vulnerable. How could you do that? You know what I mean? So, just with all this considered, he's definitely going to have a peaceful passing. So, Mimir gets a hard dies peacefully. Okay, so let's move on to our Dwarven brothers. I'm going to give Brock and Sindri. Brock and Sindri a hard survives. I just don't see how their deaths could serve as serve the narrative in a rewarding way. You know, like at this point in the story, if they were to die, like I would feel kind of cheated. Like I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't have been necessary. You know, like when people write their stories, you know, the deaths need to mean something. They don't just need to be for nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of TV shows nowadays, especially, they just kill characters off just to keep people watching. You know what I mean? But this game the writing in this game has been so good that I just don't expect them to kill off, you know, Brock and Sindri like that. You know, they've survived on their own for so long, and I just don't see them dying. You know what I mean? It just mainly because I just don't see what purpose that would serve. So Brock and Sindri hard survives. Okay, so that's pretty much all the good guys, and I guess the last people we need to predict are the bad guys. And you know what? Thor, Odin, Baldur, all of them, they're gonna die. And I don't need to explain it. If you want an explanation, just look at the title of this video. This game is a God of War game. If you are a god that opposes Kratos, you're gonna die. That's just plain and simple. We wiped out the entire Greek pantheon in the previous trilogy, and there's not much of the Norse mythology left anyway in this, because, you know, we got this whole Ragnarok thing on hand. Odin's gonna die, Thor's gonna die, Baldur's gonna die. 3 gods is definitely enough for Kratos to handle. So I look forward to killing all of them. They are definitely a hard dies by the end of this game. So yeah, I think that's it for the predictions. I mean, I mentioned the World Serpent, but you know, again, it's not really worth predicting because I just don't see the World Serpent dying. It just wouldn't really serve the narrative all that well. Kind of like what I mentioned with Brock and Sindri. Like, I just don't see the point. Maybe like Thor comes back and wait, hold on. I could have swore something was mentioned where like Thor fights the World Serpent or something. I think it was in one of those like side conversations we had with Mimir. Like maybe it was a fight that just hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean? And that kind of takes us into the next little mini conversation. Time definitely plays a huge part in this story. They've been hinting at it a lot. I could be wrong, but I just get that feeling that time plays a huge part because Mimir has been our little teaser, I guess is the best word. Like he's teased a lot of narrative points that have come to fruition. Like he's been mentioning how we got to keep an eye on Atreus, and lo and behold, that's become a huge part of the story so far about how important it is we guide him. And another thing that Mimir's been mentioning is like how certain fights have happened or haven't happened yet that we know about. And he mentioned how Alfheim and Helheim and Midgard, time moves differently through all those realms. You know, so time definitely plays a huge deal. And I think Thor kills the World Serpent. And I only base that off of little conversations I vaguely remember hearing. I do think I recall hearing Thor killing the World Serpent, but I definitely I mean, the World Serpent's huge, but Thor is technically the most powerful, god, right, in the Norse mythology realm. So yeah, I think that happens. So maybe I'll just say World Serpent dies at the end just because of Thor. I think Thor's gonna kill him. And then I mean, the only other character that's been named and has played a decent role in the story is Faye, but again, only like posthumously. You know what I mean? She's dead, so I have a feeling that maybe we'll get to see her like a ghost form, kind of like we've been seeing with like Zeus and Athena. You know what I mean? Oh, Athena. Athena might make I bet Athena will make another appearance too by the end of the game. But yeah, there's just a lot on the horizon, guys. So I don't know. Hopefully you thought that was kind of interesting, seeing my predictions. Take that for what you will. I will be highly surprised if I hit all those 100%. I probably didn't, but I kind of explained my rationale to you guys. Just with the information we have now, those are my predictions. So just a quick review: Kratos not sure. Atreus survives. Freya dies. Mimir dies peacefully. Brock and Sindri survive. And Baldur, Thor, Odin, anyone who opposes us is gonna die, either by my hands or Atreus' hands. Yeah, and the World Serpent will die, but I'm not really invested in that one because, that could go either way. I mean, I don't really know with the World Serpent. But yeah, those are my predictions. So hope you guys enjoyed kind of hearing where my mind's at with the story right now. I know that's one of my favorite parts of watching Let's Plays or reactions, is just kind of seeing how other people's opinions move and change throughout the story as they experience it. So yeah, hopefully that was interesting for you guys. But let's go ahead and get back on this journey. How about it?